Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Top Fuel Racing takes to Kansas. This is going to be an interesting race. These guys are pretty fast here, though. I was just watching some of their speeds here. On the front stretch, they're reaching speeds of 226 miles an hour. That's freaking out of this world, man. Pretty good sized field here tonight, so it should be interesting to see how these guys do it for 135 laps. And thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it very much. All right, folks, we're about 10 minutes away from the Star Spangled Banner. So enjoy practice here for just a few more minutes. I'm trying to get the last couple minute things finished up here. And let's see how these guys can do. Now I had it muted for a second. Sorry about that. I told you I had a couple last minute things to finish up, so I apologize for that. Right, just a little over 5 minutes here away from the Star Spangled Banner to get things going here, folks. And hopefully you enjoy the show. Appreciate you stopping by here and checking out the broadcast. All right, 2 minutes away here from the national anthem, folks. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see some IndyCar racing here at Kansas tonight. looking at about a 36 lap fuel window is what they were telling me. The drivers said that you could probably make it 37 if you save fuel, but they said 36 would be safe for making first round pits. So that is if it stays green. Let's hope it stays green. 135 laps, folks. Okay, Tony, are you in here? Oh, there he is. Okay. Hey, Tony. We're going to step away real quick here and play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back. Qualifying is underway. Looks like Eric Steinmetz on the top right now. Tony, are you there? I got nothing, brother. Can't hear you. Your mic muted or something. Well, Tony's mic wasn't working there. He's back. Okay, now let's see if... Okay, you there now?
Can you hear me now, folks?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. My goodness. Yeah, it was a red flashing LED light rather than just a red LED light. So now it's back to just a straight red. So
Okay.
hopefully hopefully we're good now. How you been doing?
Doing good.
That's good. Looks like we got some of the fuel burners finally out on the track, tearing up the lap times.
Yeah, there was a league that I used to race in. There was a couple of guys that did that, and well, they put the stops to that real quick. That's they called it a form of cheating.
I know in this league, everyone's allowed to do it,
Yeah.
but some people are just, they figure that it's something they don't want to do. They think it's, on the borderline of maybe cheating, maybe not, and they don't want to take the chance. But other guys are like, well, other people are doing it, so I'll do it too.
That's right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes, I'm one of them that does fuel burn, so I'll admit that to everyone.
Well, it does make the car lighter, makes it faster, okay, you're what, one millionth of a second quicker because you burn off a gallon of gas sitting on pit road, But
it does make a difference in qualifying. In the race, I usually don't burn fuel because you never know when there won't be a yellow, and then everyone will be on, different types of strategies than you. You have more of an option with all that fuel left over. Because sometimes they'll burn, 1.5 to 2 gallons just sitting on the grid.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody has got their qualifying out of the way that's going to qualify. We might still have somebody going around out there. I'm not sure. Yeah. Garrett Maines. Looks like he just finished up his qualifying time.
I think all the guys that were out there already completed 2 laps. We've actually run this, or these guys have actually run this track one time prior in 2016, almost a year ago. Chase Hudson won, led 75 laps. Mm-hmm. Scott Sanderson second, and Scott Brinson in third. Hudson had the fastest lap in practice, but I heard a few people in the chat saying Adam Blocker had the fastest 10-lap average of anyone.
Right.
And his last win was back in Chicago of last year, which is similar to here. So we'll see if he can give Chase a run for his money tonight.
Oh, this used to be one of my favorite tracks, Kansas, until they kind of ruined it. Well, not the track. They didn't ruin the track. They ruined the cars on the track. But you could run anything, man. Run it right up by the wall up there, and you were just screaming fast.
Yeah, the only track I can compare this to is Chicago. I actually just bought this track today. Just in case I decided to race here in case I fixed my wheel, but it turns out I couldn't fix it, so figured I'd just come up here. So I've never been here before. I'm not 100% sure what it's like.
It's a fun track. It's got that progressive banking in the turns. The higher you go in the turn, the more the banking. And
right.
Oh man, you get up there around by that wall, man. There's a lot of grip up there, a lot of, it's the highest banking, and man, if you can just stay, a couple feet off of that wall, man, I'll tell you what, it's a blast.
I remember telling you, I remember you telling me last week about the Highline and how maybe a lot of guys will try that tonight because it's so so groovy up there.
But you know, since they come out with the dynamic track, I haven't driven on it since then. But it may be a whole lot different, you know, because of the dynamic track, and maybe it'll move up there later on in the race, or maybe it's good up there at the beginning and not at the end. I don't know, but it's going to be tough to pass here. That's going to be the hard thing.
Yeah.
You know, I got to make sure that you know you give plenty of room, but yeah, it's taking it down on that bottom. The guy on the high side is going to get the run off, you know, and it's going to be hard to pass him.
Yeah, I think pretty much any tri-oval or, you know, tracks like Charlotte or Atlanta too.
Yep.
It's just pretty difficult because the turns are so long. There's so much dead air to be used, and you know, you only have so much straightaway to get some draft and get some, you know, fast get fast enough to get by entering the turn. So
and it's almost
we'll see.
It's almost like follow the leader, you know. That's what it kind of
reminds
me of. All right,
we got to take it. Oh, go ahead.
Here we go. We're going to get him on the grid here. Chase Hudson coming out of here with the pole with a 24.904. Congratulations to Chase for grabbing the pole. Travis Browder will start on the outside of the front row in second. Scott Brinson third. Paul Crumry fourth. Adam Blocker fifth. Eric Steinmetz sixth. Wally Turheimer seventh. Stephen Pearson eighth. Bob Riley ninth. And Chris Voiles 10th. You want to take it from there, Tony?
Kevin O'Brien in 11th, the first qualifier not to have a 24-second lap. Joshua Medlock 12th. Leroy. Is it Leroy or Leroy?
Leroy. It's Giroux, he told me.
Leroy Giroux in 13th. Mark Walker 14th. Garrett Maines 15th. Austin Hawkins 16th, Nathan Sylvia in the 17th position. We got me in 18th. I will be up here all night. I will not take a lap, I don't think, unless I bring out the old PlayStation controller. Michael Jeans in 19th, Mark Robertson 20th, and rounding up the field, Mark Burkhart in the 4-car 21st.
All right, very good.
Got a lot of good paint schemes out here tonight.
Well, I want to give a special shout out to one of our friends, Tony. A lot of people may not have known it, but Mark McFadden was in a accident the other day in a race. He was actually in a race and piled it up into the wall. I guess he hit the wall at over 80 mile an hour and tore the car to pieces. And he had a cracked sternum and a bunch of other injuries. So, man, folks, just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. I guess he's going to be okay. It's just he's really bruised from head to toe. A lot of bruises, he said. And man, just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and wish him a speedy recovery so he can get back out here to racing with these guys.
Yeah, for sure. He's a regular over here, so that's one less car in the field, and hopefully he can get back to racing over here as soon as possible. But a bruised sternum,
cracked sternum.
Oh, cracked! Oh, cracked. He's cracked and bruised. Not good.
Well, the thing that got me as I seen the picture of the car on Facebook, and I was like, oh my God, you couldn't even tell what kind of car it was. So, well, here we go. Green flag racing, folks. Let's get her going here. Pace car's in. Chase Hudson didn't waste a second.
Green.
No, he did not.
Oh.
See all those guys in the inside lane taking the apron, trying to get as much time as they can. Looks like Browder's a little bit too far back to catch him by the end of turn 3.
He'll get there, though. Crumry in fourth. They're behind Scott Brinson.
Crumar has been pretty strong lately. I've seen him get
yeah.
a few decent good runs when I'm watching these races. We got Adam Blocker going underneath him for 4th, entering turn 1.
A little bit of wash up there, almost got into the side of Crumrine, had to back out of it. Travis Browder, we got a caution back here already. Kevin O'Brien.
And Josh Medlock.
Ooh, man. Let's go check this out. Not what you want to see. Ooh, man, what the heck? I thought I had that set. Guess I didn't. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, Medlock might have got a tap there. Who's that right in front of him is Austin Hawkins. Looks like those two may have got together. Medlock got really loose. And it looks like he might have tapped the back of it, but he's going to go into the wall. And Kevin O'Brien, no place to go, is going to get into him. And both of them going to get pretty heavy damage on their cars now. So now they do have one reset, which is good. They can get back out there.
They can get back out there, but it looks like both of them were so damaged that they actually had to take a tow and lose a lap.
Yeah. Sorry if I get the cough, and Tony, my allergies are, wow, really kicking my butt.
No problem. It's allergy season.
Oh man, our cars are just green with pollen, you know. I was out all day, well, not all day, but most of the day yesterday, and man, I'm paying for it today.
Were you out any Easter Sunday?
No, I didn't get out too much Sunday, no.
Did you have any races you had to do?
Sunday night, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't do. I worked on Sunday and then went home just like any other day. My roommate gave me a Reese's egg thing, so that's about the only Easter cheer I had all day.
Heck, I didn't even have one of them. Doggone, I'm jealous.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love them things, man. Them are like my favorite.
Well, I like those because there's so much peanut butter in the middle. Crazy.
Yep.
It tastes so good.
Yeah, more so than a Reese's peanut butter cup, you know?
Yeah. Because they're shaped so flat and, you know, surrounded by chocolate, you can only fit in so much peanut butter. But the egg shape, the round shape, you can just stuff a whole bunch of it in there.
Do they make them in a gigantic size?
Oh, they might. I think his came in a pretty decent package, but I don't know if they come in really big sizes.
Not that I need them, but they are good.
I mean, they only come out once a year. You might as well get them when they come out.
It's funny.
Plus, they're cheaper.
Go ahead. About a month and a half ago, I bought a package of them at Walmart, and Walmart had them out for Easter already. If you can imagine that, you know. I've seen where Walmart had lawnmowers on sale in February, and it was 4 below zero. I went in looking for gloves, and they had bathing suits and lawnmowers on sale. I'm like, are you guys serious?
Well, that's the thing about Walmart. A lot of people that go in there are just looking for value, and they'll go 6 months ahead of time just to get that little shirt, that T-shirt, or, you know, that jacket for winter. You never know.
But
lawnmowers, damn.
Yeah, I found one of the managers, and boy, I mean, I jumped all over her butt about it. I said, you do know that it's only 4 below zero out, right? And you don't even have any gloves for sale?
Oh my God.
But you got lawnmowers and bathing suits in February. Wow. Somebody, whoever's the one that was in charge of that, should have been hung.
Yeah, did they just not have gloves, or were they just completely not prepared for winter? It
was not the season for gloves. They were off of the shelf, and they had bathing suits and swims and lawnmowers. We did wind up. We found a pair, but they weren't really winter gloves. They were just gloves. You know, they were like sports gloves. You know, no insulation in them or anything like that. And I said, well, that ain't gonna. How's that gonna keep my hands warm? You know. All right, here we go. Back to green. Pretty crazy.
You got Chase Hudson playing with pace car a little bit there. He's finally behind him.
You know he's going to go right on that pace car. Pace car's in. No, he didn't this time. Wow. Waited.
Well, he probably thought everyone else was going to think that too, so he waited.
He waited a second. Bob Riley up to 6.
We got Brinson and Adam Blocker both looking underneath of Travis Browder there for the second and third positions. Looks like they might have a chance of getting it. Paul Krumrei following right behind.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna freight train Travis Browder. See, the groove hasn't moved up the hill yet.
Well, plus once they get up to speed, I think it'll be a little bit better.
Krumrei trying to come back here now, and he's on the inside of Travis Browder.
Meanwhile, the front 3 cars have pulled away a little bit. We got Brinson and Hudson close to racing side by side as Hudson goes underneath the white line to gain a little bit of time.
Brinson's trying that outside line, but he's not having real good luck at it just yet. I think that line's going to come into play as there gets more and more rubber laid down on the track. Or as the tires start wearing out a little bit, they're going to have to start going up the hill a little bit. They're not going to be able to hold that bottom and hold speed in it. Browder hanging on.
And Browder's finally caught up. Looks like Brinson's finally making the right move and going underneath. Looks like he's going to get the lead. Hudson's going to fight right back, though, on the high side.
Yep. Brinson grabs that bonus point, though. He's had some pretty bad luck this season, and he is way out of the points.
I think pretty much everyone's out of the points right now, other than Chase Hudson.
Right, yeah. He's alien. He's just an alien driver. It's just these guys have learned a lot from him, and he's another one that I always say, you know, he's got nobody to blame but himself. You know, he goes in there and he teaches all these people, you know, the line, how he's fast. They watch, they pay attention, they learn, and you know, they go to the Chase Hudson School of racing, and boy, I'll tell you, it's they learn a lot from him. They're chasing.
Well, that pass right there impressed me because he entered the corner right on that white line and still managed to make it stick. Didn't hit it or anything, and he kept up the speed too.
Well, I'll tell you, Paul Krumrei joined in on that group. We got a 5-car battle up in the front here now, and here comes old Wally Turheimer. I'll tell you what, I never count that guy out. He is amazing in these Indy cars. He is. In the last couple of seasons, he has just come leaps and bounds right up there with these guys. I'm telling you, he's an amazing driver, I'll tell you. And
looks like in 8 of his last 10 races, he's finished in the top 10.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive.
He does pretty good, I'll tell you. Let's go back in the field here a ways. Kevin O'Brien, boy, after having that wreck there, he does get back out. Michael Jeans. And Kevin stayed on the lead lap too, mind you. Leroy back here in 18th is a couple of laps down. Not sure what happened to Leroy. Josh Medlock passing him. Those two are battling for position because they are on the same lap.
And it's going to be a tough rest of the race for Kevin since, you know, once you use that reset so early, you have to drive really careful.
Oh yeah,
and when you're back in the field like that, it's almost impossible to drive careful. So he's in a tough position right now. If he can keep it clean for the next 70, 80 laps or so, he might be able to afford to be aggressive again. And Brinson and Hudson, they're just crossing each other over every turn, every lap.
Yep. Chase wound up leading that lap. Scott's only led 3 laps. Chase has led 13, so... Yeah, they're doing quite well up here.
Look at Chase get right on that white line, just millimeter from it.
I know. That's what you call steady hand. I don't think my hand's that steady. I can't race like that. Wow, he does an amazing job. And these are they're a fixed setup, but a lot of times what Scott does is he'll take the iRacing fixed setup and kind of doctor it up a little bit, you know. Now, I don't know if he did that here today because I'm not sure if there's an iRacing Kansas setup or not, but a lot of times he does do that. You know, he'll kind of doctor it up a little bit, make it, you know, a little bit more grip, maybe a little more racy. Get up here with Adam Blocker and watch Chase Hudson and Scott Brinson battle it out. This is what Adam Blocker's seeing out his windshield here, folks.
We might be seeing it through his windshield, but I don't know if he's looking in his windshield right now with Browder just directly behind him trying to make a move.
Ooh, Browder tapped the wall there just a little. And riding along with Scott Brinson now. Chase showing him how it's done. Chase can just put that car about anywhere on the track that he feels like putting it. Have you noticed that?
Absolutely. He actually used the outside lane right there to get Brinson caught up and too close to the wall. He had to let off a little bit and let Adam catch up, but now he tried the same line again, and Brinson decided to go low, and he's caught right back up to him. He's actually going to take a look underneath for the lead again. Side by side for about the 18th time tonight. Look at this. We got Adam on the high side trying to find any room he can to get some clear air here and maybe get by both of them.
Use a little bit of draft off of Chase Hudson there. And if you notice, Chase seen that and he ducked down to the bottom to help Brinson because he knew if Adam gets up there. Adam's been giving Chase probably the toughest time this season out of any driver, and I think that's what Chase has been looking at right now. He's been like, man, I can't help Adam because he's the one that's going to be up here battling with me. And there goes Adam Blocker, takes over second spot from Scott Brinson. Stephen Pearson back in 16th place. Look for him to keep working his way up closer to the front.
He's in 16th place, but he's only 7 seconds behind. He's got a great group of draft partners right in front of him, although they're not doing much drafting right now, but he's still plenty in it. It's all about track position here. If you're not Chase Hudson or a few other guys, you know, you can just make a good strategy call, get up there, and get a good finish out of it.
Adam Blocker looking to capture a bonus point, but not enough. Boy, he just almost had it right there, but not quite. At about a third of a car, you know, the front wheel there. It was about all he lacked of leading that lap. So, but he's not giving up. He's going to battle back here again. Not enough, though. He's really got to lift out of that. Coming off of turn 4, that car just does not like that bottom line right there.
Yeah, now he had to drift behind Hudson and let Hudson take another look. Might get another good run here, try to take the bottom again, but Hudson's been using that high line really efficiently. Well, no, he was just going too fast that time. I think he's got this lap. Maybe. We'll take a look here. Oh, man, that was close.
I think he did. Nope, he didn't lead it. Wow.
How did Hudson do that? Oh, my God.
I don't know, man.
He was like 0.2 seconds behind.
Yeah.
He just, within no time, he just went right there and took the lap away.
Nathan Sylvia's come from 17th up to 4th. Look at this. And closing. Continuing to close here. We haven't seen Nathan in a while, and here he is back here, boy, showing he's still got it, and he's going to be up here battling with these guys here just about a couple more laps.
Travis Browder was in 4th, but he got stuck in the middle between Sylvia and Paul Krumrye. Had to let off, and I think he's back to all the way back to the 7th position now as Wally Turheimer got by. So he's got his work cut out for him now. Sylvia's going to go for, he's going to go for 3rd place on the high side. Brinson barely gave him some room up there. I've noticed Brinson's internet's getting a little bit better now. He doesn't seem to be flashing out as much as he used to.
Yeah, it all depends on, if they've got storms in the area down there or what. He lives in Florida, and his internet company, he said, man, they just, if it goes out, he said, they take their sweet old time about fixing it. So Adam Blocker gets a good run there off of Chase Hudson, and it looks like he is going to lead this lap. I don't think Chase is going to come back from that. Nope, Adam Blocker leads the lap.
I think Blocker's going to keep trying to stay on that low line, lead as many laps as possible.
Well, they can go about 36 laps, so they're going to be looking at pit stops here probably in about the next 4 or 5 laps, because they did have that caution. So I'm going to say probably around lap 37 or 38, they're going to be coming to pit road.
Nathan Sylvia going for the lead. I would have never expected this.
Coming from 17th to the lead. Look at this, man. This is unbelievable. I'll tell you, there's another good driver right there. Got some pretty good drivers in this league. Now I think he did lead that lap. Yes, he did. He grabbed the.
He got that out of the way early.
Yep.
Sylvia actually, when he first started racing here, January 2016, he finished 5th 5 races in a row.
Wow.
That's you almost have to kind of give some effort to do that kind of streak there. Not 4th, not 6th, 5th, 5 in a row.
Yep.
But he's going for the lead this time.
Yeah, he wants to chalk up a win on his belt this time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he almost cleared him right there, but boy, I'll tell you, he had to really left. And the aero push on these cars has got to be atrocious at these speeds. If you look at the speeds that they're reaching on that front stretch, there's 230 mile an hour right there behind Chase Hudson. 230. Unbelievable, the speeds that they carry here.
Blockers actually had to lift a couple times the last few laps, and it's letting Sylvia and Hudson battle it out way out ahead.
Mark Robertson coming from 20th up to 11th. He closes up on Michael Jeans. We've seen Michael Jeans have a great season at the first part of the season. Man, he did really good. He's had a couple of bad finishes that have not helped him in the points, I'm sure.
And we're starting to hear people say pitting in. So there's Garrett Maines and Mark Walker already in from the back.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think...
Hudson's in.
Chase Hudson.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
He was so far ahead, I lost him. Well, from him and Sylvia.
Yep. This will be a quick pit stop because it don't take long. It jacks up the whole car. Bob Riley just now coming off of pit road. And,
I think he had a penalty.
That's not going to be good. Yes, sir, he got a speeding penalty. That's a 15-second hold on pit road, and there he goes. Oh, man. And Paul Crumry leads. He gets a bonus point out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like the speed. Looks like the limit was 45. He came in at 60.
Oh. Well, I bet you won't make that same mistake twice.
Nah, he's a smart guy. He surprised he made it once.
Nathan Sylvia stopping. 4 tires.
Now all the leaders are coming in now. I like Sylvia's, yes, he's going to have to back up to get out. It's going to cost him just a little bit of time, but I think he's going to be able to hang on to these guys, possibly.
And Mark Robertson collects a bonus point. He'll be coming to pit road probably next. Him and Steven Pearson.
Robinson really likes that lime green color, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. That's the color of his real race car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a, I don't know what they call it. I'm not up too much on some of the classes of race cars, but I think it's got like some kind of a, it's not a late model, but it's a dirt late model or something. I don't know. It looks like some kind of like a modified Camaro or something. Excuse me.
Well, he races up north of the border, doesn't he?
Yeah, up in Canada. And they have their, they got some different classes up there, the way they call them. Boy, Mark Robertson just put the whole field lap down.
I think Mark Robertson's out of fuel. He's limping towards the apron right now.
Yep, he ran that baby dry.
Sometimes you can it'll show that you still have fuel, but it'll go let you drive maybe a half lap early. That's probably what happened to him.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him. That's going to give Scott Brinson the lead here once they come around. He's got a whole lap to go, though. Adam Blocker going to be second.
Be interesting to take a look what they do here. It looks like Blocker's just going to let Brinson ride it out and try to pull away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, they got a pretty good chunk there. Nathan Sylvia is closing, though. He's not going to be that far behind. He just went into third place. If him and Travis get nose to tail and use a little bit of draft together, it wouldn't take them long. They could reel them right up. There goes Travis. Austin Hawkins and Matt Burkhart battling up here side by side.
Looks like Burkhart's going to take the spot entering turn 1.
Yep.
But he drifts up a little bit. Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's going to give that. He's definitely got damage from that. He might need to decide to use a reset there. Looks like he's already having trouble controlling it.
Yeah, it's kind of whacked out right there. That did some serious damage to that car, and he knows it now. He's backed out and he's trying to feel it out.
At this point, what I would do is just stay out. It's really, because you're going to lose 2 laps at least.
Yep.
Pitting. So you just got to ride it out, hope for a yellow, and then get that reset.
Well, let's see where Chase Hudson's at. He's 12 seconds behind now after that speeding penalty on pit road that he had to serve under green, too. Oh, man. That hurts. But he'll come back.
That one, yeah, he already gained a 10th right there just on that lap alone.
Yeah. And he'll come back, maybe not quite so much by picking up time on the track as he will. When there's a caution, he'll get caught right back up, and we'll see him back up there battling. But in the meantime, Brinson's leading and putting a little distance on Adam Blocker. Well,
it looks like go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tony.
It looks like Sylvia and Browder, they're using the, what's that called? Where you crisscross each other on the straightaways.
I call it swap draft, but there's other guys got names for it too. I call it the swap draft. You just keep swapping out every turn like that, and boy, you can really run them down. But the way they're racing right now, it's not really gaining them a whole lot. They're trying.
Yeah, you don't want to pass them right when you get to the turn. You want to do it in the middle of the straightaway.
Yep. you got to work together at it. It's something that, you know, it takes both of you to stay focused on and work together. Yeah, they're actually losing time. But let's do a little crank it up here. I got to crank it up cam for this track, so give me a second here. Crank it up at 230 mile an hour. Woohoo! Here, I got a cool camera view for you guys. Check this out. Adam Blocker all over Scott Brinson. Now he could, you know, take that look and pass Scott, or try to pass Scott, but he's not. He's just hanging right there right now. He's just you know, like a vulture waiting to get that piece of meat, you know.
I had to take a look at the stream myself just for a second. That's pretty cool, all the way up to the walls and all sorts of different angles. It's pretty cool.
Oh, the crank it up cam?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, those were made by Ryan Eckstein, and he made me enough for, I don't know, probably about 10 tracks or 12 tracks or something like that. And then, I don't know, I guess he just said he got so busy working overtime and stuff that he hasn't been able to make me anymore, but he did a great job on those crank it up cams and wall cams and everything. Man, it's just great. I can't thank him enough for, you know, doing it. I know it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to do stuff like that, and you know, it's something that I've just never toyed with. You know, I toy with some of the stock cams and turn them, make them look like I want them to make them, but as far as adding extra cameras or making your own cameras and stuff like that, oh, Scott blinking, there he goes. Man, he's blinking so bad I couldn't even stay on him there. Well, that kind
looks
of
like it was.
That kind of
Yeah, it looks like
Adam.
Looks like it's gone all the way back down now. He's in the green now, but for a second there he was over 400.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Browder and Sylvia are catching up now. They've gained about 4/10 in the last 8 or 9 laps. Make it a little bit more interesting. And Chase Hudson's gained about 5/10.
Yeah, he's up to 9th. That takes a lot of patience. You know you're fast and you should be up there racing with him, but with that mistake, you know, he's got to just forget that mistake. You know, forget that he made it. Just to remember it next time he comes to pit road. Don't do that again. And because if he does it again, that's gonna be really costly. Then we're coming up on the halfway mark.
Oh, we got a yellow just before Rob Riley was gonna get lapped.
My, Matt Burkhart and Paul Crumry into that. Let's go see what happened.
Oh, we got a car still spinning, flipping all over the place.
Now this is Matt Burkhart. I'm not sure if it was him or who got into what. Oh yeah, it had to have been him. Because he's ahead of Paul Crumry. It's like, oh yeah, he got really loose in the turn right here. And then this is where he washed up. Paul Crumry come around the corner, and there he was, and they hit head on. Oh, man. So both of those cars are going to get heavy damage, and it looks to me Are you kidding me? They went right up over Chase Hudson. Yeah, that guy's got to be the luckiest guy on this earth. If I was him, I would buy a couple $1,000,000 worth of lottery tickets. Oh, I would if I was him. He has got to be the luckiest guy I know. And Bob Riley's going to get into that too. So there's going to be 3 guys that are going to be using resets. But wow, yeah, Chase Hudson, man, I'm telling you, he is the luckiest guy that you could ever possibly imagine.
He did get in a pretty lucky position there, but he slowed down just enough and turned just enough to get by it.
Wow.
But
Paul flipped right up over him. How does that work, you know? Well, Mark Robertson back up in the lead. Let's get a word in with Adam Blocker. Let's see what he's up to here. Adam Blocker, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Adam, boy, I'll tell you what, a tough racing out there, riding behind Scott Brinson for a little while. What was the plan there, just to kind of ride behind him? Because I know you could have probably took a lot of chances there and tried to pass him. Were you just going to ride behind him for a while?
No, right before I pitted, I brushed the wall and got a little bit of side pod damage that I wasn't sure if it was there or not, and I didn't try to fix it in the stop. I unchecked my fast repair. I just fixed it now under this stop, but basically I didn't have the pace to pass him and really do a swap drop, so I just decided to ride behind him because if I tried to I didn't have enough speed to try to swap drop properly. So. Oh,
you think the car will be all right now?
Yeah, I just used the fast repair, so it should be fine as long as nobody runs into me.
Yeah. Well, now you're just almost halfway here. Got about another 3 or 4 laps, and you'll be halfway. So you should be okay, I think, as long as nobody gets into you. Staying up front probably is a big thing. How much is the track changing on you, Adam?
Early in the run, first 10 laps, it's really racy, but after that, tires start to wear a little bit and you can't follow as closely anymore. I think it's really key to be in the top 2 positions because I know earlier in the first stint, when I was third, it was really difficult to pass to get into second, but once you're into second, it's not too hard to get around the leader. It's a little bit harder to make the move stick on the leader, but at least you can get a good run.
Well, now this track used to be noted for its high groove. Is it not as fast up there on the high side as it is on the low side? I know you guys are taking it right down there pretty close to the white line, and this has always been an upper groove track.
Well, it's a trade-off. The more you run the low line, the faster your tires wear. Also, the passing, turns 1 and 2, you want to pass on the outside from what I've seen so far. 3 and 4, you can do inside or outside. It just depends on the situation. It depends on how good of a run you get, and then whether or not you clear them or not. If you pass on the inside, you have to clear at the exit of 4. Otherwise, the guy's going to get you back in turn 1. So.
All right, brother. Well, you're ready to go back green. So good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
If I can get you in the right room here, I don't know if I can get you in. Yeah, I got him. Okay, there you go. The way he's got this TeamSpeak laid out, it's so hard to find the parent, the parent room. Go ahead.
Oh, we got one room with just a bunch of question marks on it. Not question marks, equal signs on it. What is that? I guess that separates. Yeah.
The separator. But, all right, well, here we go. Back to green, folks. Scott Brinson going to be starting on the outside of Adam Blocker.
Chase Hudson starting on the bottom, so that's going to be a huge advantage for him. Look for him to maybe take it 3 wide here.
Pace car
green flag.
Green.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Browder didn't go, and that held up Chase Hudson. Garrett Main's up in the front here now.
He's having a little bit of a hard time up there.
Oh, Nathan Sylvia, boy. He's going to get the run.
Oh, we got maybe got a black flag on the start.
Travis Browder. Oh. What happened to him? Uh-oh. That's not good. Adam
I'm looking at
Blocker-
the start now. It didn't look like he did anything wrong. It's very strange.
Adam Blocker and Scott Brinson going at it. Scott goes to the bottom. And Scott leads that lap. Hey, Martha Turheimer. How you doing, Martha? Good to see you in chat there, ma'am. Yeah, Wally's back in ninth. He was up to seventh there earlier before the pit stops. And it's getting, we get about another 20 laps on this run here, and we'll start seeing Wally work his way to the front. I got no doubt. Stephen Pearson's up in the front now. He was way in the back. That caution really kind of helped out a lot of people out here. Really helped out Chase Hudson, because now he's back up to third. That's what I was saying. You know, sure, he was gaining, you know, maybe a tenth or two here and there, but the caution's what he really needed to get him caught back up to the leaders here before the race started getting wound down. And I'll bet you he's watching Nathan Sylvia right now in his rearview mirror.
I don't know if Chase has a rear view mirror, Rudy.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Yeah, because people are always behind him anyhow. So. Yeah. Here goes Nathan Sylvia looking to the inside. I think we're going to see Nathan Sylvia back in the lead here before too long. Boy, he is really doing well. And what's really impressive about it, Tony, is coming from 17th to... I mean, he was up there and led, too, you know. He's already led 3 laps today. Eric Steinmetz in 8th.
Oh, they're through wide for the lead right now. Holy crap. Hudson had to let off there. Or Blocker, sorry.
Hudson's going to go around the outside, and he's going to make it stick. So I think we're starting to see that outside line starting to work a little bit now. And you know what? The only one that's found that's been Chase Hudson.
He's getting low enough on that high line to maybe make it work. I don't know if you want to go all the way up to the wall in these cars. Maybe in the stock cars, but Indy cars not so much. Unless there's a lot of air up there.
Yeah, if there's a car underneath you like Scott is there, you probably don't want to be too close to that wall because of the aero push on these cars. That thing could just take a sudden right-hand turn and you're into the wall, you know. Okay, now Chase dropped it back down to the bottom. He's saying, okay, I tried it up there and it's just not quite there yet. He might be able to pick a pass off here and there, but you see Adam Blocker just drove around the outside of Chase Hudson. So,
one thing that Adam and Chase want to do is save some tires a little bit. So don't be in too big of a hurry to try to get by Brinson right now. Try to get by him maybe towards the end of it, but right now just, you know, maybe get side by side. Oh my, you know, they're not listening to me. That's for sure.
No, they're man. I'll tell you what, they're taking chances here that I wouldn't be taking at this point in the race. I mean, they're coming up on 3/4 of the way through this race, man. When you've got that
caution
much.
Somewhere, caution.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Got a yellow. That is Mark Robertson.
Mark Robertson.
Wow. Let's go see what happened here to Mark. I don't know, might have been some contact here. Robert Riley got by. Mark. Oh yeah, contact. He got into the back of Robert Riley. Oh. Yeah, he got into the back of Robert Riley. Looked like he might have caught that white line just enough that it upset that car. You know, if you catch that white line at the wrong place, Tony, it just unloads that car. you know, the back, let's see, be the right back, no, left, the left back tire would lift right off the ground. So you only got half the traction that you would normally had.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised nobody's wrecked on the tri-oval trying to do that yet.
Yeah. Oh, Scott was going to come to pit road, but he faked him out. But I don't know why he would do that. It's about that time. Oh, well. Him and Nathan Sylvia stay out. Chase Hudson comes to pit road.
Bunch of other people stayed out as well, but at this point, Joshua Medlock's going to get the lucky dog. But at this point in the race, seems like everyone's staying together pretty well. It seems like the fast cars, even if they start, mid-pack, can get their way to the front. You might as well take the tires.
All right. Well, Chase is going to get out first, but Scott Brunson and Nathan Sylvia stayed out. Well, let me see if I can get... Let me see if I can get Nathan Sylvia up here. Find him. There he is. Nathan Sylvia, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Nathan, man, I'm telling you what, coming from 17th, you went up there and led a couple of laps, and seems like the strongest guy out here today. I know you got a lot of experience, on these racetracks and stuff, but is there something that you know about Kansas that these guys don't know?
No, not really. I mean, it's been my first week back, and any cars after a several week break, and I'm just here. I don't think I'm doing actually. I know the outside lane's working just a little bit, but I'm just out here just having fun trying to get one of these.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, it was fun watching you come up through the field because you just marched straight up through there with no problem. I mean, I know that caution kind of fell in a good place so that, a few of the guys kind of drifted back a little ways. But, man, you went up there and led 3 laps already, and I'm kind of thinking maybe you might have the winning car there as long as you can keep it clean. Tell me about the car or the call there to stay out on that caution.
I just saw Scott stay out, so I decided to stay out too. He's been racing these things a long time since he's a league owner. So I figured that he was going to stay out, so I might as well stay out too.
Okay, well, we'll see how that works out because everybody behind you's got fresh rubber on their cars. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to go. He'll be able to hold them off for a couple of laps, but I think once those guys get that newness off them tires, it takes about a lap or two, and they get a little heat build up in them. I think Chase Hudson and Adam Blocker and all them guys, they're going to just drive right on by these guys.
I'm trying to do the math. It looks like everyone's going to have it's going to be a one-stop race from here no matter what, so maybe they're just thinking, keep the track position now, we're going to have fresh tires later as long as we can hang on.
Third caution of the race, and we've had 14 lead changes. And we ain't had too many leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six different leaders. Well, Paul Crumrye is finally back out on the track, but he is in 19th position. It's going to be about a couple laps down. But these guys getting ready to go here. Let's see what they got this time. See if Scott goes on that pace car. That's probably what he's going to do because he knows he's got to get a good jump on Nathan Sylvia and Chase Hudson. Now he's going to have to be very careful, easy on that gas, not to smoke them tires on this takeoff.
And he's got to be careful if he decides to go on the apron, not to get those old tires on the transition there and spin himself out. There he goes, right away.
Right away. That's what he needed to do.
Green.
Got to get that jump. Chase Hudson now trying to clear Nathan Sylvia. He's going to be able to do it. Now all he's got to do is run down Scott Brinson, and I don't think that's going to be a problem with them fresh tires. He just got to give them a little bit of time to heat up. Nathan Sylvia comes back on the inside. Boy, he made that pass look easy, didn't he? Golly.
Oh, yeah. Well, he had plenty of run on that straightaway there, but now Pace has his own little run on the front straightaway. And Sylvia might have a chance here. It looks like Brinson's going to try to hold off Hudson on the bottom. Hudson has to let off a lot there.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to lose, looks like 2 positions.
Oh, yeah. Here comes Blocker. I think that's going to be the guy to watch for tonight. It's going to be between Adam Blocker and I'm not sure. Nathan Sylvia is going to be in it. I know that. I can tell you that right now. He's going to be on the podium. I got no doubt about that. Here he goes to the outside of Scott Brinson. Boy, what a run he just got. He got one heck of a run off of turn 2 right there.
See if you're going to get another run here off of turn 4. Oh, looks like Blocker's going to try to go on the high side there.
3 wide. Oh, boy, almost.
About as close as you can get to 3 wide without doing it. Ooh.
Man, I'm telling you. But see, the thing of it is, Adam Blocker's got them 4 fresh tires on there. He can hold just about any line on that track right now. He's got about 10 laps to try to get by these guys. And here comes Chase Hudson back on the outside. I'm telling you, there's something with that outside groove, and Chase knows it, and he's using it.
I wouldn't have thought Sylvia and Scott would still be 1-2 after this point with the old tires.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot longer. I think Chase. Here comes Chase. Yep, he's got it dialed in now.
Ooh.
Oh, they're going to go almost 3 wide again. Oh my God, they're actually just keeping Chase back there, and Nathan Sylvia takes over the lead again. Scott kind of drifting back a little there. Chase Hudson's going to beat him to the line.
Oh, Brinson's got the apron there. He's drifting way, way up.
Yeah. Oh, and he got into him, and they're both going to get damage.
Oh, Brinson's destroyed. Front end completely gone.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at this. And it was just, I'm sure he probably got a big arrow push right there from Chase going on the outside like that. And being on older tires, he couldn't hold it down there. Scott went down below the apron here on the front stretch. Okay, going into turn 1. Now, Chase is holding his line okay. Scott caught that white line. Oh, he caught the white line. That's what did it. Oh, and he tried to keep his foot in it, and he wound up getting into the back of Chase Hudson. Oh, man.
Yeah, Scott was letting off. He went from 216 to 209 by the time he hit Hudson. He tried his best to slow down, but he just couldn't do it slow down enough.
Well, those guys had to use some resets. Here comes Nathan Sylvia, and it looks like pretty much... Nope, he's going to stay out again. What? What? What's he got, an extra large gas tank in that thing or what? Excuse me again. Doggone it. Stupid Alex.
He probably thinks 2 of his top competition is so far back now that as long as he stays where he is, he might be okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find when he was on pit road last.
I think Leroy is about to get his lap back, or he's going to go from 2 laps down, finally back to the lead lap here.
I can't even find where he was on pit road last. On lap 40, he was on pit road.
Lap 62, he came in the pits during, I think, the 3rd caution.
Okay, yep, you're right. Yep, you're right. Okay, so he's creeping up on needing fuel, so that's why I'm kind of curious as to why he did not pit right there. He's just playing that caution game right now, I think.
With the bad caution laps we've had since, it might be just a little under 20 laps before he has to come in again, but he will have less fuel than the rest of the field, so he'll have more speed on the straightaways. I just don't think it's worth it because he has to pit so early. He might go 2 laps down and a caution will come out.
Eric Steinmetz, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Eric, you're running in fourth. Man, you got anything for them guys up in front? Because they've been extremely fast.
Well, I'll let you guys in on a little secret right now. I'm actually running with some damage right now. I'm saving my fast repair in case I get involved in something more bigger, but once we get to this last pit stop coming up in about 20 laps or so, I'm going to use that fast repair, and then I'll be up to speed with these guys. Right now, by myself, I'm running 2/10 slower than them, but in my draft, I can hang with them, which is what I'm doing right now. So hopefully in about 20 laps or so, we'll be able to show our hand, and we can try to get up there and get in the money and hopefully pull this thing off.
Well, we won't let your secret out, okay?
No problem.
It's with us. But, it's been some pretty good racing out there. Just very, very tough to pass. Have you noticed the line moving up the track, the race groove?
Yeah, it's extremely hard to pass in the bottom just due to the aero here. I actually got to almost to a point where I almost got put in a wall earlier by somebody who was sliding up, and he didn't get out of the throttle at all, so he just proceeded to throw me up ding near the wall, and I got on the brakes and got out of there before we ended up in the wall together, but thank goodness that didn't happen. So it's just a matter of if you you can work with somebody to use your highline leverage, you can pass that way, but that's about the only way you can get it done today.
Okay. All right, well, good luck out there, Eric, and man, I'm telling you, just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's hope Steinmetz gets a good recovery finish from last week when he finished last.
Oh man, yeah, that was rough. All right, doubling up here, ready to go back green. Adam Blocker starting on the outside with way fresher tires than Nathan Sylvia. And Nathan's only probably about maybe 6 or 8 laps from having to pit on for fuel. Well, maybe 10 laps, about 10 laps. I think he's playing the caution game. He's hoping for another caution.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's not too difficult to get a caution early, but once it spreads out a little bit, and it's just, you never know.
Austin Hawkins right up there starting third.
Look at Rob Riley in there in the top.
Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
He's all the way up to 6th.
6th, yeah. Doing a good job. Wally Turheimer in 7th on this restart. Pace car's in. And here we go. Nathan Sylvia took it nice and easy on the gas there because he knows if he'd have gunned it, he would have probably smoked the tires.
Hawkins going to get a good run coming off of turn 2 to gather the second position back up.
Yes, he did. Gets by Adam Blocker. Boy, if he got by Adam Blocker, man. And there goes Adam back. He's going to pass him back. I'm telling you, Nathan's, he's either got this track figured out already or what, man. I don't know, but he is just screaming fast here today at Kansas.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever won a top fuel race before, so it would be really nice to see a good new guy in victory lane.
Garrett Maines in 4th. Steinmetz up the 5th.
Yeah, these guys better hurry up. They're letting the top 3 pull away.
Yep, Robert Riley. He's looking under Steinmetz, and he's going to get a twofer here, trying to get by Garrett Maines as well.
I just didn't have enough to get by Maines.
Yeah, not quite.
Meanwhile, up front, Blocker took the lead for about maybe 5 seconds before Sylvia took it right back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just kind of makes you wonder just how much longer those older tires are going to be able to hold out. Or his fuel is going to hold out, because I'm going to guess and say he's going to have to pit in probably the next 5 laps. Nathan's going to have to come in. He's hoping for a caution right now. He's probably looking for a piece of roll cage foam or something to throw out, on the track so a caution comes out.
Caution somewhere.
There it is.
He just threw it out.
Yeah, he just threw it out. That was Paul Crumry going around.
I think Crumry's done. I think he's using his second fast repair now.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Crumry tried to... Well, I don't know what happened. It looked like he just went straight, like he took his hands off the wheel and just hit the wall.
Could have been some aero push. Yeah, he's already left. He's already left TeamSpeak too.
I see what happened. He hit the wall coming out of turn 4, and then I didn't see that part.
Yep.
But it's just weird. He just went straight.
Yeah, the car is almost like it just, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, he did gather up. Somebody else got into somebody else there a little bit, too. But I think that might have been, was that Leroy? Yeah, I think it wasn't Leroy.
Looks like he got into Michael Jeans there, yeah.
All right, but Michael seems to be okay. All right, so now Nathan Sylvia is going to come to pit road and see. Now they're inside that window. They can make it from here. Okay, barely. It's going to be awful close. They can go 36 laps on a tank of fuel. 37 if you're pushing it hard. You're not going to make 37. If you're saving a little bit of fuel, you can make 37. But 36, they said, is the optimal.
The hard part with these Indy cars, it's really hard to save fuel. You can burn fuel like crazy, but saving fuel, that's a really hard thing to do.
And the drag race off of pit road looks like Adam Blocker is going to come out on top. So, man,
I wouldn't doubt if Sylvia actually is worse because he has new tires now. He was doing pretty damn good with the old ones.
Yeah, there's no lie there, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, good job. Well, I put a lot of guys way in the back here. Scott Brinson, which is probably going to come out of here. Well, as they stand right now, he's got the most laps led. I'll put it that way. Chase Hudson's got 32. Scott Brinson's got 40. Nathan Sylvia's got 15. And Adam Blocker's only got 5.
It seems like he has more than that. He's been up front all race pretty much.
Paul Krummer, I did take it behind the wall. That's too bad. Chris Voiles still sitting on pit road. Well, we're probably going to be at about 35 to go when they get the green, I'm guessing here. Yeah, because they'll go around again before they'll get the 1 to go. Yeah, so it'll be about 35 laps to go to finish this race up. When they just cover these times so quick. You know, you think about less than 25 seconds to make a lap. So they're getting, a little over 2 laps a minute, right? A little over 2 laps in a minute. So, I mean, that's booking, man. 230 mile an hour? Wow. That's moving. Martha wanted to know who's in the booth. That's Tony Pizarro. You know Tony, don't you, Martha?
No, I don't even know Wally.
Oh, you don't know Wally? Oh, heck,
no,
everybody knew Wally.
Well, I've raced with Wally before, but I've never talked to him or had a conversation with him before.
He's a heck of a guy, I'll tell you, man. And a great racer. He's back in 14th right now, Martha. So he's got to do a lot of digging. Need to call him up and tell him the gas pedal's on the left, Wally.
Oh, God.
Or on the right, I mean. Not on the left.
Way to go, Rudy.
Yeah, I messed that up, didn't I?
You know where it is. You just don't know your lefts and rights very well, that's all. Everyone has problems with lefts and rights. I was on a driving test one time. They told me to go right. I think I went left.
Yeah, well, be your other left.
Yes. Yeah, Wally hasn't won a race, it looks like, since Kentucky of May last year. Yeah. And he won a Charlotte race almost a year before that, too, so he has 2 career wins.
All right, here we go. 35 to go at the line, folks. The 35 laps, fuel's out of the equation. Now, they should have enough to make it the rest of the way. And
most people pitted around lap 38-ish, and Steven Pearson actually made it 42 laps on the first run.
No, he wasn't up here racing with these guys either.
That's true, though. Yeah, he was probably just taking his time.
Yeah. I mean, it was Chase Hudson that told me. He said you can go 36, 37 if you're saving fuel, but 36 is about the optimal. So, all right, here we go. Pace car's in. All right, there they go.
Ooh.
Adam Blocker. Good start.
Rob Riley, he might get a black flag for that. He's letting off now. I think he did get one.
Uh-oh. He jumped the start. He's good at that. He likes to jump the start.
I think he was anticipating blocker going pretty quickly. Yeah, Riley's he's on the apron right now.
Yeah, he's going to come in and serve the black flag. Oh, man, that's an upset. Boy, look at this.
Meanwhile,
Brinson, God, he was on the grass just about. Really? Wow. Now that's way too aggressive there. Way over aggressive.
Whoa.
Wow, he made it. He made it stick.
Austin Hawkins was through wide between Maines and Pearson there for a second. He had to let off as well as Pearson. Looks like the field's starting to catch up the blocker a little bit now.
Brinson just 0.2 of a second from blocker. I'm just trying to watch and see if these guys are moving up the hill a little bit. It seems like 3 and 4 they're okay, but now it's 1 and 2 is where it's starting to get a little kind of interesting to see what. See, they're running about mid-track, up about a lane up off the bottom. And
I just took a look at it. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That's what they're going to have to do to save tires. Here goes Scott underneath.
I just took a look at 2 laps ago. Chase Hudson and Matt Burkhart made contact coming out of turn 4. Hudson was in the wall. I don't think he's going to win his 5th straight this season. Yeah, his back end is all torn up on the right side from hitting that outside wall. He doesn't have a reset either.
Well, Robert Riley back out on the track, but he is going to go a lap, or he is a lap down, a couple laps down actually now. Brinson hangs on to it.
Whoa, Maines and Sylvia make contact.
That's going to tear him up. And there goes
Austin
Nathan
Hawkins.
Sylvia's out of it. Dang. Well, let's go back and check this out. Oh, man. Nathan Sylvia. Well, he should have a reset, hopefully. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Oh, Maine's a little bit, he's a little squirrely right here. It looks like he just drifted up the hill right into the side of Nathan. Yep, that's what he did. He wasn't about to lift off the gas, and then he collected Austin Hawkins in that. Oh, man, it looks like that Austin has taken his car behind the wall already. So, dang. Big one.
That's a shame right there.
It is. Well, this just kind of solidifies their, they won't have to stop again. So, because, anybody that's out here right now, they've got enough fuel to make it. Looks like Chase Hudson has taken his car behind the wall, too. Wow.
Yeah, his car was pretty beat up. He probably didn't want to take a chance at restarting that race with his car like that, possibly spinning out and wrecking more guys, so he just took it behind the wall. That's a shame. That's going to make it big for the points battle, though.
Yeah. He probably ain't too worried about it. He'll just go out and win next week. Make up for it.
And next week is Canadian Tire, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's see if we can get Josh Medlock. You got a copy. Josh? Josh Medlock.
Yes, sir, Rudy.
Okay.
I sure do.
I thought maybe you were afraid to talk to me. You didn't want that MaxSpeedTV jinx.
I don't believe in the MaxSpeedTV jinx, Rudy. Come on now. You know that.
Hey, 4th place, buddy. Man, what a comeback you've made. Because, man, you were a lap down, got your lap back, and now you're up here in 4th place. You don't have to stop for tires. Can you stay right there with Adam Blocker, Scott Brinson?
Well, I'm gonna sure try. The arrow push when you get behind somebody's horrible. You've really got to be on your toes of letting off the gas just in time so you don't get into them or pushing right up to the back of them. You know what? I'm gonna give it my all. Yeah, we don't have to stop for fuel or tires. We're pretty good on that. I think we're set. So you know, hopefully we can go green the rest of the way, and I can pull out a top 5, and hopefully, you know, maybe a win, sneak in a win here. That'd be great.
Hey, watch that guy right ahead of you there in the pink and white car. He's probably drunk.
Yeah, old Steven, man, I've been racing around him all night long.
Yeah,
so
no, he don't drink. He don't drink like he used to.
yeah, these are some fast race cars, man. I was behind Chase for a while, and you know, feel sorry for Paul because he came right up in front of me, and oh man, I had to go check my drawers on that one because that was close. But you know, everything's fine. I'm up here, top 5, 4th place. I just got to stay up here.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, good luck, Josh. I'm proud of you, man. You're doing good. Keep digging.
I'm trying. All right, I appreciate it, Rudy.
All right. All right. They get 1 to go.
Medlock all the way up to 4th place.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. He was a lap down there just not long ago, actually. Taking a look at the cautions here tonight. This is caution number 6. God, it just seemed like I just said caution number 3, like just a short time ago. So, all right, here we go. Well, no doubt Adam's going to probably get a good start on this. He wants to get that jump out away from Scott and Stephen Pearson. I kind of look for him to go on the pace car, but I think that Scott's anticipating that too. So I know if I was Adam, I'd wait about a second and then I'd go. You know, that you got to kind of trick them a little bit. You know.
Yeah, when I'm out there, I usually don't do the same thing twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to keep them on their toes. Pace car's in, and there goes Adam. He waited that just about that extra second.
Yeah, Pearson got a really good start too. He's going to get by Brinson while Steinmetz just rides behind in 4th.
Brinson comes right up on Pearson. Wow, look at that. Man, he used every bit of the draft that he could use on Pearson right there.
Steinmetz was getting a pretty good run on Brinson, but he had Medlock on the bottom, so he couldn't dive underneath there. Here comes the Miller Lite car of Turheimer. Ooh, he's getting on the apron. That was a little bit dangerous there, but he's still going.
Brinson going for second. He's got the run on Pearson, but ooh, I don't know. Pearson's got a pretty good run on that outside there coming off of turn 2. He hangs on to it for the time being there. Now Scott finally clears him, and now you can use the whole track, come up there in turn 4. Steinmetz underneath Pearson. Pearson's going backwards. What the heck's going on with him? Old Mr. Sixwiser. Now, I was pretty proud of Steven that he's backed off of so much drinking, man. That's good. Man, he used to, over there at IWCR, Tony, oh my God, talk to him, you know, like maybe on the first caution of the race, and hell, he would be already hammered. Hell, he drank a 6-pack just during practice, you know. Medlock going backwards.
Well, now I know what Sixwiser means.
Yeah. Well, and he's even said, you know, his racing's just got so much better just since he's like not quit drinking so much, you know.
Well, yeah, he can actually see the track.
Yeah, he doesn't have to put his hand over one eye. You know? Oh, Scott and I tear him up about that. I'll tell you, Scott's the one that nicknamed him Mr. Sixwiser. Well, see, I'm the one that I named him Mr. B there at the end. You know, well, heck, that name's long gone because he ain't never there at the end anymore.
He'll be there. Is that when the alcohol wears off? Yeah, he's finally there at the end.
Yeah, he'll be there at the end. Nathan Sylvia coming back up through, used that reset.
Got a little bit tight off of that corner. We got Steinmetz battling Brinson for 3rd.
Mark Walker 7th. Woohoo! Look at Mark go, coming from 14th up to 7th. 20 to go, folks. 20 laps to go.
Looks like this race is between anyone in the top 8 right now.
Oh, Nathan got a great run right there off of turn 2. Drag race with Wally down the backstretch, and he's going to get it. Yes, he does. Brinson kind of backing off a little bit there on Adam.
It makes me wonder if maybe he's trying to use that 6th gear to save a little gas and try to keep up with him as much as he can. But right now, I think he needs to go back to that 5th gear if he's using the 6th right now. He's starting to pull away.
Well, you know, here's a thing to think about. You know, these cars are going to be getting right down to where there ain't going to be a whole lot of gas left in them at the end of this race if it stays green. How much lighter is it going to make that car, Tony, and how much are they going to have to lift on the corners because they're not going to have that weight of that fuel in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a yellow flag out now. I guess that's all a moot point now.
Ooh, Leroy. Yep. Let's go back and check out what happened to Leroy here. This is his first race that I know of that he's raced with these guys.
That's a shame. I think he was 2 laps down earlier, got both laps back, and now this happened to him.
Oh, somebody got into the wall there. That was Matt Burkhart that got into the wall. Oh, and then he got into the wall. Oh. Oh, boy, did he hit the wall hard, too. Oh, nobody was around him. Didn't hit anybody or anything, so... All right.
I think he was just, because he was by himself, maybe he was just a bit bored and, you know, kind of lost track of the fact that he was racing. I've done that before when I'm by myself in the back. You just kind of, everything becomes so easy. You just kind of lose focus and just hit the wall.
Well, we did have a few guys that took the pit road. Scott Brinson, Eric Steinmetz, Wally Turheimer. These guys all come to pit road. Michael Jeans. But Adam Blocker, Stephen Pearson, and Nathan Sylvia, they stayed out.
Jeans had a really good pit stop, actually, past Turheimer, who I think was a couple positions ahead of him when they entered the pits, so good job to him. Mark Robertson just retired from the race, it looks like.
Yep, we've lost a lot of drivers out of here tonight. Chris Voiles, Paul Crumride, Chase Hudson, Austin Hawkins, and Mark Robertson now. Wow. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Leroy and Matt Burkhart both out too, because I don't think either of them got a reset left. If Robert Riley can keep going, that'll be 2 more positions he can pick up. He could finish 13th if he can get those 2 more positions from them. He's going to come to pit road and get fresh tires on there.
One of the guys that was pretty fast early in the run was Travis Browder, and now he's back in the lead lap. See how many positions he can gain.
Yeah, he'll be restarting 11th here. He's going to come in and get some fresh tires. Well, Adam Blocker could come out of here with the most laps led if he can lead the rest of the laps. He will beat Scott Brinson for the most laps led tonight. Scott's got 40 and Adam's got 28 right now, so he needs to lead 13 more. There's only 15 in the race. So he's going to have to pretty much lead the rest of the laps here in order to get that most laps led bonus point. Well, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We appreciate it. Not a very big crowd here tonight, but thank you all. I appreciate that very much.
Looks like it's going to be 13 to go on the start.
Yes, sir. 13 to go. If they can keep everything square here and go green the rest of the way, should be a good setup for a good finish here with Steven Pearson on the outside of the front row and Nathan Sylvia, which we know Nathan was pretty fast earlier. He led 15 laps, so he's there. And we got Mark Walker up there running the Oculus Rift tonight. And he's going to be restarting in 4th. Pace car's in. Could be the final restart right here, folks. Adam Blocker.
Green.
It's a good start.
Pearson got a pretty decent start on the outside, but couldn't get going through the... Oh, no.
Upside down. That's going to bring out another caution. Let's go see what happened to Eric. Golly, man, these guys. Wow. What the heck happened? Might have been, you know, and it might have been Eric spinning the tires, or somebody might have spun the tires and collected Eric. I don't know.
It just looked like Eric came up. Brinson came up. Eric came down. Just a mix of two cars going in, you know, the same direction or into the same area, and they both ended up right into the wall upside down.
Oh yeah, man. Uh-oh. Dang it. Wow. Well, so much for that. So much for me trying that out. Let me see if I can go back here. Let me do it the old-fashioned way here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way because I kind of wanted to watch Scott here. Now, he does change. All of a sudden, he just, like, made a right turn, was it? Or... yeah, he just, like, started to go out. Yeah, I guess they met right in the middle. He come up, Eric come down, and they met right in the middle. Man, that's going to be a tough one for Scott there. He's going to have to... I'm sure he's probably got a reset. He's probably coming to pit road to use that reset now. Wow, that car's jacked up. Oh, wow.
I think that car will go pretty fast for about a second and then spin.
Yep.
Get the whole front end just completely torn off.
Well, Adam Blocker's got to be smiling on this one because, you know, he's got the lead and the cautions keep flying, and as long as they keep flying, he's got the lead. He might come home with the win here tonight. All he's got to do is hold off a couple of some pretty fast guys that were right behind him, though. Steven Pearson, Nathan Sylvia, and Mark Walker. The whole front part of this field has changed except for Adam now. You know, we've got guys that were in the back at the beginning of the race are now up front because a lot of the front runners, you know, have gotten wrecked out or left the race or whatever. And so a lot of the guys that are up there now are some of the guys that were in the back. You know, Mark Walker, Garrett Maines, Josh Medlock. Wally Turheimer, just, he's like, man, I think if he can get a good start here, I think Wally might be able to pick up a couple of positions, but he's going to have to really work at it and be safe about it. But wow, he's got to get moving. That's just right where he started, 7th place. If he's going to get another top 5 here, Tony, he better get at it, huh?
Yes. It looks like we got a few guys in the front of the field that have not won a race before in the Top Fuel Racing League, so
yeah,
be interesting to see. Yeah, everyone behind Adam, other than maybe Nathan, pretty much underdogs that, you know, nobody really expected to be up front by the end of this.
Right. Well, I think it's going to be about an 8-lap shootout here. They should get the 1 to go this time. So it'll be 8 laps when they get the green flag. It's going to be 8 laps of punishment for all these guys out here because it's so hard to pass. They're on a little bit older tires, not really that old because there's been a lot of caution laps here in the last few laps, so they've been actually saving those tires. Fuel is not an issue. They don't need to worry about fuel running out or anybody being close because everybody's got plenty of fuel. And probably, if the truth be known, they probably got more fuel in the cars than they'd really like to have right now because, you know, they want to make that car just as light as they can to make it as fast as they can. But I'd be worried about the handling. You know, these cars are set up for a full tank of fuel. That's where they handle the best. And, you know, when you get that lighter fuel load in there, it's going to affect the handling of it. All right, let's see what Sylvia can do with Adam Blocker and Steven Pearson. 8 laps to go at the green flag here, folks.
You can hear everyone chatting in chat right now. We got Garrett, Pearson, and Blocker all talking to each other. I don't know what they're talking about at this point, but
yeah.
I just hope they make it to turn 1 okay.
Well, let's hope it's good chatter.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, these guys are still in the race. They don't have too much bad to say at this point. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, they don't want to get hooked by somebody. Okay, pace car's in. This could be the last green flag start here, folks. There goes Adam Blocker.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And Nathan Sylvia right on it, too.
Sylvia's going to clear Pearson, but Pearson's got a lot of room on the bottom to just take that and get some draft off of Sylvia to catch up to Blocker.
Garrett Maines and Mark Walker at it. Wow, Maines just about chopped the front of that Mark Walker's car off right there, drifted up the hill.
Pearson tried to make a move on Sylvia. I think it killed his run coming off the corner, and now Maines is right on him.
Oh, he's right on that white line, ain't he? Wow.
I think Sylvia should have stayed on his draft a little longer before drifting up. Get a little bit of a better run, but now he's going to try the crossover move coming out of 4. Or maybe not, he's going to stay up high.
I know Adam would like to win this thing. He's led 37 laps right now.
I know Sylvia wants to make a move on the bottom really bad, but he knows that Blocker's going to try to block. I mean, that's his name, so.
Right. Yeah. He is a blocker.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. He is a blocker.
That's what you got to do in these cars.
That's right.
You know, try to.
Yeah, he's trying everything he can right now to keep Nathan Sylvia back there. Oh, we got a spin, but no caution. That was Garrett Maines and somebody at Mark Walker that got together. Boy, they both saved it, though. Wow, great job.
Yeah, Maines just got off the corner way too hot, hit the wall pretty hard, and
well, guess
came
what?
Right down.
That put Wally Turheimer into 5th. He's going to get another top 5. Maybe.
Well, not if Michael Jeans has anything to say.
Yeah, him and Travis Browder are battling it up pretty hard right now. Boy, what a job Travis has done coming from a lap down. Look at this. Running in 4th position. He was definitely one of the fast guys in practice. He's still battling up with Wally Turheimer. Them guys have raced together for a long time, though. They know how each other races, and you know they have a lot of respect for each other. So, and back up front here, Adam Blocker, Nathan Sylvia going at it. Blocker got the lead here, coming to the line. 2 to go, folks. 2 to go.
Yeah, not much has changed. Sylvia's been on the high side, Blocker's been on the low side this whole time, and Steven Pearson's like, where do I go? I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
Of course, he's drifting back a little bit now, so I don't know if there's anything he can do.
Yeah, these guys are about beating off the tires on them cars, bumping each other. Look at that, man! I'm telling you, they were pretty close to rubbing.
They're 2 by 2 on the apron there. There's only supposed to be one car. They're getting really, really close.
Man, I'm telling
man.
you, that's so close.
I think Sylvia might clear him here.
Yeah, he does clear him. Adam's got enough time. Can he get back by him? It doesn't look like it. And Nathan Sylvia's going to come home with the win here tonight at Kansas.
Oh, he needs, if he can get enough draft. I don't think he can, though.
Oh, that was so close. Good job. Congrats goes to Nathan Sylvia.
All it took was for Blocker to make that one mistake coming off of turn 2. Just got a little bit too tight. Sylvia pinched him just hard enough. They didn't make contact, and Sylvia came out of 2 and into turn 3 clear.
Man, that was one heck of a finish, though. Stephen Pearson coming home third. Well, let's start out with Stephen Pearson, if we can find him. There he is. Stephen Pearson, you got a copy. Stephen.
I think he's still shaking.
Oh, hey, Rudy, what's going on?
Well, you come out of here with a podium finish tonight. Tell us about that end there. You didn't have enough to get up there with them guys and battle it up, or what?
No, I was just wondering because I seen them touch a few times. I just figured they might wreck each other. I had a nice lead over fourth. I was in no hurry.
Well, I'll tell you what, it all worked out good for you because, man, you come home third place, but it was like I was waiting for you to make your move there with about 3 to go. I thought, man, Steven's going to get on it here in a minute.
Yeah, I thought about it, but then I seen them touching every now and then, so I was like, well, if they wreck, I really don't want to get involved. So I could have stayed back a little bit. Third, I'm not in this for points. Yeah. This is my first race this season, so I just figured I know they are, so I just let them race it out. I didn't want to take a chance on accidentally wrecking somebody, so yeah, I didn't want no part of it.
Well, you kind of got mired back in the field there at the beginning of the race. Was that by design, or was that in the plan just to kind of lay back a little while and wait and see what was going to happen out there, or were you just not feeling the car here on Kansas tonight?
Yeah, no, you know me. I'm in no hurry ever until it gets to the closing lap. So yeah, I was in no hurry. If they wanted by, I just let them by. No biggie.
Well, it all paid off for you because you brought it home third tonight, Stephen. Man, that's great. Great finish. Even though you're not in the points. So anybody you want to thank tonight for this third place?
Oh, man, these guys out here, I mean, they raced hard. They raced clear. I know we had some cautions, but it could have been a lot worse. Thanks to you, Rudy, for doing the broadcast. Thanks to, just the whole league out here. I mean, this is my first race over here, and they raced me as clean as possible, so I appreciate that. And, Mr. Brinson there for putting this on. And, hey, man, it was a good time tonight. I liked it.
Very good. Very good. Okay, well, thanks for talking with us, Stephen, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. And congrats on that third place finish.
All right, Rudy. Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Adam Blocker, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we seen you make a little bobble there and a mistake, and Nathan got by you, brother. Tell us about it. Walk us through them last 4 or 5 laps.
Well, I had him cover it. I was too nice in the last lap because I gave him too much room on the outside. I should have swung wider on the entry to 1, so pretty much summarizes it, because if I had done that, I would have had enough momentum to carry it through. But yeah, I want to congratulate him on his first win. That's pretty cool. Definitely deserving of a win. How many times he's been close to it, so.
Yeah, he came from 17th up to 1st, but, well, you did come out of here with the most laps led tonight, barely beating Scott out by 2 laps. And, man, but tell us just how hard was it to pass, because we've seen you make a lot of moves on the bottom there, but we've seen you get passed on the high side by Chase Hudson, Scott Brinson, those guys. And just how hard was it to pass here?
It depended on the, who you were racing and, when it was in the stint. I don't know. I was always in the top 3, so I can't really speak for deep in the pack, but going from 3rd to 2nd, it was always really difficult. Passing the leader was also difficult unless it was late in the stint. Of course, it also depended how much the leader knew about what he was doing. At first, I was really terrible at it. Scott was passing me pretty easily, but kind of got the hang of it. But yeah, just screwed up the last lap. But yeah, I'll take 2nd, I guess. But it's another good result. But yeah, definitely feel like I lost a win with Scott and Chase going out or having problems. So
right. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank for the 2nd place?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for good, clean racing, at least where I was. I didn't see really anybody make any major mistakes. But yeah, and then just Scott for putting it on and doing the setup. This setup was definitely the best setup he's done all season, so hopefully we get more of those.
All right, very good. Well, we'll see you next week, Adam.
Yep, it's a road course, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, Moss Sport, man. What do you think about that?
Most sports, it's really fast, and a lot of the corners are really fun. There's like a double right-hander before the back straight. It's crucial. You can easily lose a half second or a second there. And also, at most of the corners, because it's so fast, there's not much runoff. If you make a small mistake, you're in the wall. Like it's not even. It's pretty ruthless. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, brother. Thanks for talking with us, and congrats on second place again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Good job, Adam.
Nathan Sylvia, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on your victory here, Nathan. First one of the season and first one in a while since we've seen you. But tell us about them last few laps and that last lap pass on Adam.
Well, I mean, it was really hectic of how many cautions that we're getting back to back. I mean, we got 2 back to back, so I really thought that the race was going to be over under a caution, and then I got past. I mean, I passed Steven, and then I get side by side with Adam for I don't know how many laps. And I mean, me and Adam were racing so close together. We gave each other. Well, I gave him no room for error, so I'm glad that he raced me clean, and I'm just shocked that I've only won.
Well,
First win here.
We've seen you getting really, really close there. You guys were like almost touching. Okay, quite a few of them last few laps, and man, I'll tell you what, that was some amazing racing by both of you. You know, I mean, how bad was the aero push out there? Because I bet you Adam would agree with you. No matter what you said, that aero push had to have been horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad since I started in the back. It was really bad in the back. I mean, it was better when you had a little bit of space between each other, or you just ran a totally different line and you would not have any aero push.
Well, I'll tell you what, one heck of a job out there, Nathan. Man, that was some exciting racing. When are you going to get a paint job on that car?
I got one. It's Target.
I don't have it. I guess you can call iRacing about it, because I've refreshed trading paints 1,000 times tonight and it ain't working. So, but anyhow, congrats on your victory, man. Is this going to set a precedence for you? Are we going to see more of you, and you're going to be back out here trying to get more wins?
Well, I'm definitely going to try to go back out here. This baseball schedule makes it really tight tonight. Tonight wasn't anything, so I just figured I would just hop on in.
Are you gonna be here next week for Canadian Tire Motorsports Park?
I think I got something to do that day, but I'll definitely check.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a lot of people who are going to have other things to do that day. But it's going to be a tough one, but it's going to be good. It's a technical track, but yet it's a fun track to run. You got a couple of nice runoffs of some corners there with some long straightaways, and it's going to be fun. But all right, well, congrats on your victory here, Nathan. And anybody you want to give a shout out to or thank?
You for broadcasting, everybody else for racing me clean of how long I've been gone, and just Scott for the league how it is.
Wow, well, great job, man. Congrats, and we'll see you next week. All right,
Pretty well. We got a minute here. I just want to congratulate our winner, Mr. Sylvia. Congratulations, Nathan. I know that's been a long time coming to you, man. So good job on getting your first win here.
Thank you, Scott. It's always I was shocked because I'm always coming up here second or third, so it feels weird being a winner.
That's why I looked up and I saw you had won, and I was like, about time, dude. 'Cause I know how many times you have finished second or third and raced your butt off and not gotten that win. And tonight, dude, you got it. So good job.
Thank you, Scott.
I also want to thank our sponsor, Mr. Paul Crumry. Paul, I appreciate you sponsoring the race tonight. He muted his mic, so I don't know what he's doing. He shut the broadcast off?
I think he was just about to.
So you cut me off, huh? Probably the wrong night to do that. That's some bullshit, to be honest with you.
Okay, anyhow, we're going to run down through the results here, as I don't like cussing on my broadcast. Nathan Sylvia coming home with the win here tonight. Adam Blocker second. Stephen Pearson finishing third. Michael Jeans fourth. Wally Turheimer finishing in the top 5 again. Garrett Main sixth. Scott Brinson seventh. Kevin O'Brien eighth. Josh Medlock ninth. Mark Walker 10th. Travis Browder finishing at 11th. Bob Riley in 12th. Eric Steinmetz 13th. Matt Burkhart 14th. Leroy Giroux finishes 15th. Mark Robertson 16th. Austin Hawkins 17th. Chase Hudson 18th. Paul Crumry 19th. Chris Voiles 20th. And Tony Pizarro helped me in the booth. But again, big congratulations here to our first-time winner this season, Nathan Sylvia, for bringing it home here tonight at Kansas for Top Fuel. Thank you for watching, folks. We appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.